Welcome back to LAQ vs. Hacks. Today we're going to discuss conflicts of interest and how they can arise in property insurance claims. First, let's define what a conflict of interest is. The Oxford Dictionary has a few different definitions, but the one that's most relevant for our discussion today is a situation in which a person is in a position to derive personal benefit from actions or decisions made in their official capacity. We see a lot of conflicts of interest day to day, and especially in the news. For example, you might hear about a police officer accepting bribes in exchange for protection, or public officials also accepting expensive gifts or trips from lobbyists in exchange for votes. We see conflicts of interest in almost every profession, such as a manager choosing to hire a personal friend or a romantic partner for a job that person's clearly unqualified for. It can happen at all levels of an organization. But what about in property insurance claims? I have found that many homeowners understandably struggle with identifying situations that are not in their best interest. They're usually overwhelmed because they've suddenly experienced a large water damage event, or they just found mold, and at the end of the day, they're scared and worried about their property. It makes you very vulnerable to these types of predatory scams. So I'd like to share with you some common scenarios that I have personally witnessed or experienced in this industry. So let's say you hire a mold assessor to inspect your property. And this individual does an inspection throughout your home and they find mold everywhere. You're shocked by these findings because you thought you just had a problem in your kitchen, but now this person's telling you that you have mold in your living room and that the spores from your kitchen spread in your AC system and now your whole home is contaminated. I mean, what do? But they're your savior. They also do remediation. And now they can bring in their crew to remediate your whole home. Don't worry, they'll take care of the whole process for you. But it raises a question, did they actually find the problem? Or did they find just what they needed to expand the scope of work and justify a bigger payout? And I really want to get my point across clearly because people run into these situations every day in Jacksonville. They're out tens of thousands of dollars because of these scams and conflicts of interest. So in this situation, let's say you've got a mold remediation company and they just finished remediating your home. And you know as a homeowner, and from watching these videos, that it's best to get a third-party post-remediation verification test done on your home. Now we call these PRVs, and a lot of people refer to them as clearance tests. The goal of it is to make sure that the remediation contractor successfully removed all of the mold and any contamination, and that the property is ready for the next phase of the project, which is reconstruction. Again, it's best to get a third-party contractor involved. But when you bring it up to your restoration contractor, they say, don't worry, we've got it covered. We can do a clearance test. We have the same equipment that company would have. There's no reason why we can't do this. It's okay. We don't want to delay your claim any longer. And so then they do their own clearance tests on your property. But let's look at this from another angle. If the contractor doesn't get paid until they pass a clearance test or a PRV, are they really able to evaluate their own work without a bias? It's like taking a final exam for a class, and whether you pass the class is determined by the results of this exam. If you're grading it yourself, are you going to be fair about your own grade? Some people might be fair, some people won't. Imagine your home is damaged and the insurance company sends their own adjuster to inspect your home and estimate the repairs. Now keep in mind, this insurance adjuster has a financial incentive to keep the costs as low as possible for the insurance company to pay you. Here's the conflict. That insurance adjuster works for the insurance company who is financially motivated to keep payouts low. The same company that owes you money is the one deciding how much you get. This is why many homeowners hire public insurance adjusters to represent them for their claim.
We interrupt this broadcast with an emergency warning. The following videos are reenactments of real hacks that can be found taking advantage of homeowners just like you in neighborhoods just like yours.
I got a good one for you. It's nice and moist. How soon can you get here? Okay, perfect. The homeowner will be waiting.
Hey, what are you up to? Oh, nothing. I've got a plumber at my house. I'm waiting on him to finish repairing our kitchen sink. He should be almost done, and then I can head over to your house once he leaves. All right, yeah, we'll talk later. Oh, someone's at my door. I gotta go. Bye. Hey, can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Ian with You Got Mold Restoration. I have to understand, do you have a water damage problem?
I do. Like, how did you know?
Oh, Mr. Plumber called me, said that you may have some toxic mold in here that could be affecting you and your family.
Oh, no.
I really need to get in here right now and take a look at it.
I mean, are you sure? Like, is my family at risk?
Oh, they're at a lot of risk. We need to get in here and get it taken care of. We need to take a look at it, see if we need to take some materials out and get this problem solved for you, ma'am.
Oh, God. I mean, yeah, you can come in and take a look. I don't want us to get sick.
All right, let's take a look at it.
All right, thank you.
Got us another one.
Oh yeah, jackpot. We're gonna have a bunch of mold in there in the next 24 hours. It's super wet. We're gonna have to rip out all this cabinetry. We're gonna need at least 10 pieces of equipment. I'm thinking like 15, 20 grand. And then you know what time it is? It's Christmas time. Bonuses!
Well, hey, I'm Rick James, roofer.
Hi, I'm Susie, homeowner.
Oh, nice to meet you, ma'am.
Nice to meet you.
What you got going on here?
Well, I've got some water stains on my ceiling, and I figured it was a roof problem, so that's why I called you.
Well, it may be limited to what you see, but what we need to be concerned about is what's going on behind the drywall. There may be some mold over there that's affecting you and your family, and we need to get this checked out right away to make sure it's safe for you.
Safe?
Yes,
what do you
ma'am.
mean safe? Are we in danger in our home?
Well, there's black mold spores could be floating around all over the place.
Black mold? Okay, what do I do?
I got just the company you can call. You're gonna love them.
Okay, I'll give him a call right now. Thank you. Hey, I'm Susie, homeowner.
Hey, I'm Nick James, mold inspector.
Nice to meet you. You look familiar. Have we ever met?
Ma'am, I assure you, you've never seen me before in your life.
Weird. Okay, well, what did you find in my home?
Well, you're not going to believe this, but everything is extremely contaminated. All of the walls, floors, and ceiling have to be removed. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that they're going to have to come in here with big machines, and they're going to be loud, and they're going to dry out the air, and it's going to be like microbial warfare in there.
Oh my God. What do I do?
Well, you hire a restoration contractor, and I know just the contractor you can call.
I'm so relieved to hear that. Thank you so much. I'll give him a call right now. Do you think, Thanksgiving's coming up. Do you think it can be done before the holiday?
Well, it's a tight timeline, but I think that they can do it if you call them right now.
Okay, I'll give him a call right away. Thank you. Hey, I'm Susie, homeowner.
Hey, I'm Richard, the restorer. You can call me Dick.
It's nice to meet you, Dick. You know, you look pretty familiar. Have we met before?
No, I don't know you.
Okay, weird. So, Nick, the mold inspector, he said that you guys needed to just cut out some materials in here and clean it. Is that right?
Oh, no. It goes all over. You wouldn't believe.
Really?
Now take a look.
Okay.
It's right here. And do you see this?
Oh, no.
You see, I told you. It's right there and over here.
sunbiz.org, search records, search by registered agent name, Rick James. They're all Rick James. Bitch! Most contractors are not predatory. Not every plumber in your home is going to get a massive referral fee for sending a restoration contractor your way. And not every roofer is secretly affiliated with a mold assessor or a restoration contractor. But that leaves you to question, how do I prevent myself from hiring a hack? How do you protect yourself? You can ask some questions now. So you can ask your contractor, do you financially benefit from referring this other contractor to work in my home? Are you affiliated with any of the other contractors working in my home? And you can always ask, can I see a copy of your license? Some questions you can ask yourself is, are they pressuring me to act right now? Are they using exaggerated or inflammatory language to scare me, like toxic black mold or you're gonna get sick, your family's not safe here? Did they offer to give you a referral before you even asked for it? And did they give you multiple referrals? These are important questions you can ask yourself to screen contractors that may not have your best interest in mind. Even though we've used humor to communicate a very serious topic, all of these scenarios are things that I have personally witnessed, experienced, or heard from a customer. And I want to make sure it doesn't happen to you. At LAQ Environmental Health and Safety, we have never and will never accept referral fees. So if someone refers you to us, there was no exchange of money between us. And also, our pricing is very transparent. When we give you a quote over the phone, that quote does not change if you have a lot of damage or not as much damage. We don't financially benefit from the scope of work that we give you. Our intent is only to inspect your home, do any sort of testing that is appropriate for what's going on in your home, and then give you with solutions and recommendations that you can trust. Until next time.